Just so you know, if you go on a first date and then don't hear from him for 3 days, he's not interested. If his thumbs work to text you and call you, but his legs don't work to come see you, he's not interested. Just because he likes your posts and reacts to all your stories doesn't mean he's interested. We can even take it up a notch. Just because he tells you, I like you, I want you, let's have 2 kids, one boy, one girl, we can have a little golden doodle, and I just want you to know I only date to marry. He's telling you all this, and you haven't even met him yet. And yes, this means he's interested in you, but it does not mean he's interested enough to commit. Intensity doesn't mean readiness. But you want to know what a guy does when he is seriously interested in you? Now, I've always given these 2 pieces, but there's a third piece to the puzzle. Number one, he makes plans to see you. Because when a guy likes you a lot, he wants to be with you all the time. All the time. Number two, he brings clarity about his intention of wanting something with you. That just means he wants to be your boyfriend and he lets you know. And the third missing infinity stone, consistency. He does number one and number two consistently. Want to see you all the time for 1 week and then fall off the face of the earth and not talk to you for another. He's consistently letting you know that he really, really wants to be your boyfriend.
Consistency is one of the attributes of an intentional man who is ready to settle down or to get married.
Hey, look, right. Ladies, if you've been with a man longer than 2 years and you ain't put no ring on your finger yet, you're not wife material. You're holding somebody else's place in line.
My question is, does the number of years that you are in a relationship with someone that don't mean whether they will marry? I want to hear your response in the comment section.
Kevin.
Ma'am, you lived with somebody for 13 years.
I sent him this video. Hopefully he's watching so he can be embarrassed of himself as well. I'm not a wife because I was with someone for 13 years and didn't require to be married.
Well, that's one thing. Well, you're not a wife. That's just an outcome of it. Were you raised to be a wife?
Well, yeah, actually, I have a mother and father that were married. I was raised with a mother and father that was
No,
married.
no.
Yes.
Were you raised? No, your mother and father were married. Were you raised to be a wife?
I believe I was raised to be a wife.
Okay, if you were raised to be a wife, then how is it that you could accept a man who did not want to marry you? How could you move into a man's house if you didn't have his last name?
It
If
was
you were
actually my apartment.
I don't care. How could you accept women?
She was listening, but she wasn't paying attention. That's how modern-day slavery started. Tell me in the comment section.
It is always so comical to me whenever I hear Nigerian men who live in America who say that they prefer to go back to Nigeria to marry women in Nigeria as opposed to marry Nigerian women in America or American women in general. And they always have all kinds of ridiculous English to justify this nonsense. And they have the audacity to spill this nonsense because in their head, in their delusion, they don't believe that there are actually really intelligent people in the room. So I just let them just yap away. Oh God, the reason why you prefer to go back to Nigeria to marry the women in Nigeria is because you're looking for a servant. You're looking for a slave, yes. Because you know damn well that the women in America will not tolerate your bullshit. See, you're used to the misogyny and the patriarchal bullshit in Nigeria. And you thought you can come to America and continue that effluism. It's a fucking lie. See, America is a land of nobody, meaning that everybody can make it in America as long as you have the will to make your own money. You got it. As opposed to the women in Nigeria who have nothing because the patriarchal system keep oppressing them. And for them, they think that the way to get ahead is to get married to a man. And 9 out of 10, it is an end shit man because a lot of these niggas just be lying. They package, you know, too, they lie. Now, after she don't marry you, born plenty pikin, she now come and understand that money no day. Some of you don't even get prick. We thank God. And a lot of these men still have the audacity to still take advantage of these women, even put their hands on these women, even cheat on these women. I've even heard stories of Nigerian men who cheat on their wives and give their wives diseases, including incurable diseases. And you have the audacity because you know who is she going to talk to. But you know damn well that an American woman or a Nigerian.
What do you think about what he just said? I want you to share your thoughts in the comment section.
I'm going to give you 7 reasons why, if you want to get married or have a long-term partnership, but he's not proposing to you or not taking it there. Reason number 1 is that you've let your feminine energy run dry. You've given too much to everybody else. You cannot exude that beautiful, amazing feminine energy that you naturally possess, that the masculine craves. He might not even know why he doesn't want to make the relationship long term or want to get married when you've expressed you want that, and it's now been years. But because you've put so much on your plate, so much is expected from you, that you have not replenished, you have not given back to yourself, that you cannot radiate that energy, that true woman energy. And he can see that in you. And it's hard for him to commit to the rest of his life being that way.
So the question is, as a woman, how do you tap into your femininity, your feminine energy, to be able to attract the kind of husband that you deserve?
Men have changed. They are groomed differently today. They are not groomed to be your husband. Men today are being groomed to take care of themselves and to guard themselves against you, women. They're on guard against you. And you are doing everything you can, changing your appearance, going out, stripping off your clothes, showing him everything you have, thinking that he wants to marry you. Even the marriages that come out of that don't last. He didn't marry you because he loved you. He'll marry you for lust, but it won't last because the foundation is not based on love, people.
What do you think about this? Please, I want to know what you think in the comment section. Thank you.
He didn't marry you, but he married the next girl he met. Research shows that men who exit a long-term relationship are committed or even married within 1 or 2 years. It's not so much about what you did wrong, but about what the next girl did right. It's not that rare that 2 people sit it out in a long-term relationship when they're actually incompatible. And when he was finally ready to get married, he realized it wasn't you he wanted to do this with.
Listen to this. This is to give you a clear understanding of what marriage is
Why
about.
did God say there's no marriage in heaven? Pay attention. Because we have perverted marriage in the earth. That the purpose for marriage, original purpose, was for, watch, only 2, for one man and one woman to be joined together, watch, in a covenant union, and for the purpose of procreation, to make children to populate the earth. That God intended for children only to be born in the covenant of marriage. But watch, but since there is no birth in heaven, and since there is no death in heaven, there will be no need for marriage in heaven, because he said we will be like the angels, and the angels are sexless because there's no need for procreation. So there'll be no more marriage in heaven because there'll be no need to populate heaven, because heaven will be populated by all the saints who have been redeemed. And then you say, but what about the bond I got with my spouse? You don't know the power of God. I believe God is going to create bonds in heaven so strong, it's going to surpass, it's going to be greater than anything we've ever felt down here with another human being. Watch. The only marriage in heaven is going to be all of us as the bride married to Christ, the bridegroom. That's going to be the only marriage in heaven. The church being united with Christ is going to be the only marriage in heaven.
Do you believe that it's only in heaven that we have true marriage? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section.
And we often hear that a man could be with a woman for 10 years and then for whatever reason they break up, and next thing you know, he's married to another woman within 6 months, right? And often when we hear that, we only consider it from the perspective of the man wasting a woman's time. It's always like viewed as he played with her time, he knew he wasn't gonna marry her, why did he then leave? And it makes women feel like after a certain amount of time, if they not getting proposed to, that their time is being wasted. But the perspective that we never considered, which might actually be the case, is the fact that within 10 years, as a man, if I'm dealing with you and I haven't left you and I'm interested and I have love for you, then the chances are I'm giving you 10 years to show me that you're ready to assume the role of being a wife. Because you might be doing okay as a girlfriend. You know, that might make sense. But for that type of commitment, you might have not shown enough. Like, look at it like you're at work and you've been working there for 10 years and you expect a promotion because of seniority, but you have not did anything in your performance to improve, to make someone want to approve you for a promotion, to say, oh, you were worth a bonus or you're worth a higher position. You're just operating in an auto state of fulfilling this role and thinking that you're due this promotion without actually doing things to get that promotion. The same when elevating in a relationship. So if a person was with you for 10 years and they never promoted you to wife, it's not that they might have wanted to waste your time. It could be the fact that a man felt like you haven't shown him anything that would indicate this is the person I want to commit and devote the rest of my life to. Because a man could have been ready that entire time, just waiting on you. Not you waiting on him, but him waiting on you to show him that you're ready. Then he could have met a woman after y'all concluded, and then she could have came ready. And he was already ready for 9-10 years. So now he recognized immediately, this is what I've been looking for. This is who I've been waiting for. This is what I wanted her to be. But unfortunately, she hasn't shown me that this is who she is. So I aligned with somebody who actually makes sense for the journey that I'm on, for the commitment that I want to make. So you hear a woman say, yeah, they say men just know, men just know. We do know, not immediately, but when we see it, like, oh shit, this is the clarity I was looking for. This is what I wanted all along. So yes, a man knows, but it's not like he's just sitting there with it like, all right, yeah, I know, but it's not her, but I'm just wait 9 years, 10 years, waste her time and then let her know. No, it's like, I know, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Then when we see it, it's like, that's it. That's what it is. And next thing you know, you see a woman who get the commitment that you felt like you was deserved, or the promotion you felt like you deserved within a way faster time frame, because she was ready on the opposite end. She showed up ready. So his 10 years of preparation and waiting matched, and hers already was done. And in that 6-month time frame, they realized this is what we wanted. You are who I want, and you are who I need to be with. And it's not always about a man wasting your time. Sometimes it's about you just not elevating in time. The wolf has spoken.
So marriage is about who is ready when the man is actually ready, emotionally, financially, and mentally. So you don't have to beat yourself so hard, my ladies.
If you want your man to marry you instead of fondling around with years of your life, then this video is for you. And listen, don't shoot the messenger, because I didn't want anybody to tell me when I was in a 7-year relationship to a man that wouldn't marry me. And you're probably not going to want to hear what I have to say to you now, but it's necessary and I love you. So let's get this straight. You're probably living together, right? You're probably cooking all of his meals. You're probably folding all his laundry. You're probably packing his lunches. You're probably laying down with him at night and getting the you-know-what. You're probably doing all the things humanly possible that you think is going to make this man be like, whoa, I need to marry her. And you're exhausting yourself trying to prove that you are wifey material, right? This is exactly why he's not going to marry you. Ask me how I'd know. I was doing all these things, was in a 7-year relationship, living with this man, splitting bills with this man, buying his groceries, cooking his food, doing his laundry, literally becoming his in-house wife without a ring. And would you know that once I figured this paradigm shift out for myself, it all changed. So I got to tell you, because I want you to be free too. Revoke the husband privileges from a man that is not your husband. You just got to ask yourself really plainly, why would he marry me? He's got the sex. He's got the food, he's got the laundry, he's got the in-house maid, he's got all of these things, he's got the commitment from me, he's got all the things that he could want out of a wife for free. So why would he marry me? You have to understand that there is nothing enticing at this point for him to go and pursue a marriage with you. And maybe you'll be like, oh yes it is, because he's a man of God and he wants a covenant. Well, sister, if he's a man of God who's pursuing a covenant marriage, he should not be living with you, sleeping with you, and acting as if there's a covenant when there's not. So we may need to reassess what it looks like to actually be with a man of God, or just discover it in the first place. And that's the best thing in the entire world. So step number 1, give your life to Jesus. You're trying so hard to fabricate this lack of abandonment and rejection issue that you actually do have. You're chasing love in the wrong places. You're trying to find acceptance through man. It's never going to do for you what you think it will. Because ask yourself this honestly, do you feel good now? But if you surrender your life to Jesus, you won't seek for those things anymore. You won't need that fulfillment anymore. You won't need that acceptance anymore. You won't be trying to fabricate things to fill voids anymore because He's done it. You'll stop settling for men who don't have any intentions of committing to you. You'll stop wasting your time trying to make people love you. You're going to stop trying to prove that you're worthy of love. You're just going to freely accept it because He freely gives it. And at that point, step number 2, you can go find a man who loves Jesus way more than he'll ever love you. He won't take advantage of you. He won't waste your time. He'll pursue you intentionally, and he'll let you know that he's doing that, and he will commit to you early. Revoke the husband privileges from men, or should I say boys, that do not deserve husband privileges, and do what I'm telling you to do. Ask me how I know.
This is a free game, fellas. Tap into it and learn how to find your husband. It's on Amazon.
Now, I understand men who don't marry women after 10 years or 12 years of staying together. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying I understand. Because what is there that is to marry? What is exciting? What makes him do it? And Tina, as women, we think the longer we stay, the more you prove a point or prove your worthiness to be married. Guys, listen, it's been 12 years. You're cooking for this man. You're giving him the cookie. You are cleaning for him. You iron for him. You play the stepmom. You even collected the kids. You have a roster for him. You've taught him how to manage his money and the kids that he was absent Uzo. You played father on his behalf. You have forgiven his constant cheating on top of that. As a cherry on top, you also accepted bad behavior from this man. And in your heart, you think there's still something that would excite him more, as to say, okay, now let me unlock the wife level. You are the wife. You are I'm talking to women who want to get married. Why are you doing all the things your husband should be receiving? On top of that, you even make babies with them. Every relationship when you are in, you are ready to have a baby. Your womb is itching. Every man on you're not vetting them. You're not vetting yourself. Nothing. 10 years and then you cry and say, he wasted my time. No, you wasted your time. You auditioned for 10 years somewhere that you didn't even fit.
So tell me, where is the lies? I think it's high time that women learn how to do better in order to stay locked in.
Are y'all ready for this? Listen to me. The woman a man dates is not the woman he marries. Now, I know a lot of y'all like, whoa, wait a minute. Are you serious? See, you have to understand this. God will often allow a man's dating season to expose his immaturity. So when the right woman comes, he can discern she's not just an option, she's actually an assignment. Because dating can be about attraction, vibes, and convenience. But marriage is about covenant, character, and consistency. And a lot of people don't really understand this. So a man might date a woman who entertains him, but he marries the one who sustains him. Big difference. He might date the one who looks good on his arm, but he marries the one who will also stand with him when life gets heavy. See, he might even date the one who entertains his flesh, but he marries the one who feeds his future. And catch this, and that is that dating can be seasonal, but marriage is generational. So a date might fill your time, but a wife builds your legacy. And so to my ladies, don't get discouraged if you were only someone's dating option, because sometimes God is saving you to be a marriage covenant for a man who sees your worth. And men, grow enough to recognize the difference, because not every good time is a God time. And sisters, don't confuse being dated with being destined. And brothers, don't confuse attraction with anointing. The one you marry will not always fit your type, but she will fit your calling. And here's the truth. And that truth is, any woman can capture a man's attention, but it takes a woman of substance to capture his last name.